Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Wonderfully Made. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate it. Today I have for you a haul, and it's somewhat of a different kind of haul. I wanted to create an entire look using products only from Black owned cosmetic lines, and so I started combing through my collection, and as a woman of color, I felt a little bit bad. I felt a little bit guilty because I really did not have that many products from Black owned cosmetic lines, and that is absolutely ridiculous, especially because I have so much makeup. There is absolutely no reason why I should not have more products from, you know, Black owned cosmetic lines who are basically in existence to create products that are women of color friendly and products that are hopefully specifically made to suit the needs of women of color. So I did go out and purchase a few items, but before I show you what I purchased, I do want to say thank you to all of my new subscribers. Thank you for joining my YouTube family. Thank you to all of my subscribers who have been here with me since day one. I really appreciate your support. If you have stumbled upon my channel for the first time, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can keep up with what I have going on this channel. So before I show you the items that I recently purchased, I want to go ahead and just show you what I already had in my collection in terms of, you know, Black owned cosmetic lines. And I'm, you know, as a Black woman and as a woman of color, I mean, I feel like I could do better. I could do better, but all I had was, you know, just this is all I had. This is all I owned, you know, in terms of Black owned cosmetic lines, and I felt like this is ridiculous. I have, you know, I don't know, 100 pencils, you know, eye pencils, lip pencils, I don't know, I have a ton of them, and of all of those pencils, I only had 3 that are from Black owned cosmetic lines, and these are lip pencils from the Iman collection. I have it in the shade Fire, which is a very vibrant burnt orange shade. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I hope you can see that. And I also had a lipstick, a burnt orange lipstick from Iman, but I cannot find it. And knowing me, I probably gave it away. But I absolutely loved it. This is in the shade Passion. And I apologize. The lip liner in the shade Fire is actually a red lip liner, and this one, Passion, is that burnt orange color that I absolutely love. And then the final lip liner is in the shade Fuchsia, and this is a really good dupe for Max Magenta. So I really like these. They're very creamy, they're very vibrant, they go on really smoothly, and I really like these pencils. I enjoy them. The other item that I had from Iman, I had this lipstick. This is in the shade Taboo, and it is a true vibrant purple lipstick. I am in love with purple lipsticks, and this is definitely one of my favorites. Like I said, I had a very beautiful orange lipstick from her collection, but I cannot find it, and that is Taboo. It definitely has some pink undertones in it, and it almost has a metallic finish to it, so I absolutely love this lipstick. Next product that I already had in my collection is this stick foundation by Black Opal, and it is in the shade Nutmeg, and it looks like this. Now I will say that I used this foundation several times. I actually love the coverage. It's a really good shade match for me, but it made me break out, so that's why I haven't been wearing this very often, or that's why I don't wear this foundation very often, and I probably need to just give it to somebody who can wear it. The last thing that I had in my collection was this highlighter by Fashion Fair, and it's in the shade Golden Lights, and this is really one of my all-time favorite highlighters. It's a really good dupe for MAC's Gold Deposit. I absolutely love this highlighter, and this is what it looks like. You can see that. Oh. Terrible at swatches. Try that again. But that is it. It has a very beautiful bronzy, almost a copperish bronzy tone to it. I absolutely love it, and I actually have it on today. So as I start to build my collection of makeup from, you know, Black owned cosmetic lines, I went to my first love, okay? And I went back to the products that I'm most familiar with. Now I will say that you will be seeing more hauls from me trying out products from other Black owned cosmetic lines that I recently became aware of. I definitely want to give those companies some love and, you know, show my support and all of that good stuff. So, but for now, I'm starting off with what I know. And so the first items I'm going to show you are from Fashion Fair. Now Fashion Fair is the makeup that I wore when I was in high school, basically, because back then Fashion Fair was pretty much the only cosmetic line that had makeup for women of color, that had foundation that would match our skin tones. But it certainly is, at least to my knowledge, the first cosmetic line that catered to Black women. So I went on and purchased a few more items from Fashion Fair because, like I said, I have the highlighter in Golden Lights. I absolutely love this highlighter. I mean, it is absolutely one of my favorites. When I run out of that highlighter, I will repurchase it. That is a staple for me. So I went to Dillard's and I picked up a few items. The first thing I'm going to show you is not makeup, but it is the moisturizer. I wanted another moisturizer for the daytime because I absolutely love my Lancome moisturizer, but that is so expensive. Oh my goodness, it's like I hate to use it. So I always keep other moisturizers in my arsenal so that I don't run out of the Lancome so, you know, quickly. But I'm going to be using the Lancome one at night, and I'm going to give this one a try for, you know, during the day. It has an SPF, I believe, of 15. Yes, it has an SPF of 15. It has, it's called Fashion Fair True Tone Moisturizer with Kiwi and White Ginger Extract. The girl at the Fashion Fair counter was so helpful in, you know, helping me pick out products. And she told me that this moisturizer would be very helpful with, you know, kind of evening out my skin tone because I am working very hard to get rid of the hyperpigmentation on my skin. It's also really good for, you know, reducing the appearance of fine lines, and it has some anti-aging products in that, and because, you know, your girl is getting old, I need that. So I did pick up the moisturizer. Now, all of the other items that I picked up from Fashion Fair are makeup items, I believe. Yes. And the first thing I'm going to show you is this eyeshadow palette, and it's called Color Dazzle. Yes, Color Dazzle Eye and Blush Palette. I was able to purchase it on sale. Let me see. It was regular price $45, and I was able to get it on sale for $22.50. It was actually on sale for half price. And this is what the packaging looks like. And it has a really nice mirror, and this is what the colors look like. The eyeshadows, and these are the blushes. All of the eyeshadows in this palette has somewhat of a metallic or shimmery or satin type of finish to it. The black has more of a satin matte finish, as well as the white shadow. I'm actually wearing this green shade on my lid with this blue in the crease area, as well as some black in the crease area. And I use this orange blush shade to blend out my transitional area, as well as this peachy shade. But I also went in with a little bit of Saddle from MAC because I felt like I needed to warm up my transitional area again. But yes, these eyeshadows, they're very pigmented. I actually love them wet, especially. I've worn this shade here on the lid, as well as this shade before, and they work beautifully wet. Very vibrant. But yeah, this is the eyeshadow palette, and it is what I am wearing today. I absolutely love it. If you can get your hands on this, you should give it a try because it's a really good eyeshadow palette. Now, the blushes, in my opinion, in this palette, they come off kind of patchy. If you can see that. It comes off kind of patchy, but you know, it blends out well. And it's very pigmented. Now, the blush that I am wearing today is also by Fashion Fair, and it is in the shade Pearly Paprika. And this is what the packaging looks like. It's beautiful. It's in this chocolate brown, metallic like material. I absolutely love it. It's very, very pretty. And it's an orange shade. It reminds me of NARS's Taj Mahal. It's like a burnt orange shade. It has a satin finish. This is a beautiful, absolutely beautiful color for women of color. But that's what that looks like. And if you can tell, it just gives the perfect bronzy flush of color on my cheeks, if you could still see it, because you know I've had this makeup on for a while. Their blushes are awesome. Awesome blushes. This one is in the shade Bronze, and I absolutely love this one as well. This one is also a burnt orangey coppery shade, but it has a matte finish. And let me tell you, the first time I wore this blush, I was like, whoa. I mean, I barely put my brush in this blush, and when I put it on my cheeks, it was like, whoa. I mean, I was like, okay, I put way too much on, but it is very, very pigmented. And this is how it looks, but it blends like a dream. I don't know if my camera is picking it up, but yeah, this one has a matte finish. The next thing I purchased from Fashion Fair is their concealer slash corrector trio. I really like it. I also used it today. Well, I used the orange and the yellow shade underneath my eyes. and it looks like that. I absolutely loved it. I actually used the orange shade the other day to color correct my hyperpigmentation, and it did an excellent job. I'm going to come to you with the get ready with me using all of these products. But that's the color corrector. I have a foundation, and it is a cream foundation, which I am wearing today. This is called the Perfect Finish Cream Foundation, and again, the chocolate brown packaging is just absolutely beautiful in my opinion. And I have it in the shade Butterscotch. Now, it is a little bit light for me. The shade that I picked up originally is called Tender. Now, Tender is closer to my skin tone than Butterscotch, but the undertone in Tender, it has more of a neutral undertone, and it looked muddy on my skin tone. It just did not work, only because of the undertones. This one has more of a yellow undertone in it, so I'm able to make it work a whole lot better for me than I was able to make the shade Tender work for me. This is a setting powder, and it is in the shade Bronze. When I initially purchased this, I thought I was going to be able to use this as an all over setting powder for my face, but it's too dark for that. It actually is a bronzer for me. So I was able to just do a little bit of contouring and bronze up my face a little bit with this, and it did a great job. It blends out like a dream, and it's not too much. In my opinion, this is great for a very natural contour. Today I wasn't going for a completely flawless face where you couldn't see any of my hyperpigmentation or anything like that, and this, I believe, is really going to be a good product for more of a natural looking contour. And I didn't go in real heavily with this, but I absolutely love it so far. I just used it for the first time today. Now, this powder, I love it. This is definitely going to be a new staple for me, and this is called Sugar, and it is the translucent powder. It's just a regular translucent powder in the pressed form, but I don't know, something about this powder, I mean, when you put your brush in it, it kicks up a lot of product. Let me say that. So it's very creamy, it's very soft, it's very finely milled. I did use this to set the concealer underneath my eyes, but I ended up messing it up and whatever. But I love this translucent powder. Love it. So the final two items that I purchased from Fashion Fair are lip products. So this is what the lipstick looks like. I purchased only one, and this is one of their newer lipsticks. And this is what it looks like, and it's actually what I have on my lips, and it's called Grapesicle. I really like it. It feels very moisturizing on the lips too. And I've been wearing matte lipsticks so much here lately to where it really feels good to wear something that has more of a creamy, semi-glossy finish. So I have been enjoying wearing this lipstick. I think I've worn it about 3 times already. And this is what it looks like swatched on my arm. It actually reminds me a whole lot. It reminds me of the Tom Ford lipstick in the shade Drake. Now the lipstick, I think the Tom Ford one is a little bit more pink, but the way it feels and the finish is very, very, very similar. The next thing that I purchased from Fashion Fair is this matte lip cream, and again, this is new, and I think I was wearing this when I posted my little show and tell of this hair, and it is in the shade Lace, and it's a neutral nude shade, very woman of color friendly. And this is what it looks like. It's a pinky mauvish nude shade. You can tell it has some brown undertones in it, but it's very, very creamy, and it's very comfortable to wear. Now I will say this, in my opinion, it didn't really dry completely matte like some of the matte liquid lipsticks that I own, but this is a matte cream as opposed to a liquid lipstick. Now, one thing that I don't like is I don't like the applicator. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like this, you know, it's almost like the little applicator you use to polish your nails, and I don't like that. I didn't like the applicator at all. All of the Fashion Fair makeup come in this brown and silver packaging. It's absolutely beautiful. All of the makeup items come in this chocolate brown, almost a bronzy, metallic like, you know, container. I absolutely love it. It's very shiny. The one thing I don't like about the packaging though is that it shows your fingerprints so easily, but otherwise I absolutely love the packaging. So those are all of the items that I purchased from Fashion Fair. Next I have some items from Iman. So the first thing that I want to show you is this primer. It's called the Iman Time Control Undercover Agent All Control Primer. Now, I'm not typically very, very oily, but I do have combination skin, and I can get a little bit oily in my T-zone, so I will use this primer for that. So this is what it looks like. Hoping my lighting isn't washing it out too much. But it has a pump, and let me see how it feels. This is what it looks like pumped on my hand. And it actually feels quite light and gel-like. It has a very light gel-like feeling, and it's actually making my hand very, very smooth. So can't wait to give this a try. I also purchased the skin. This is the Iman Time Control Skin Tone Evener. Again, I am working very hard on this hyperpigmentation, so I have been trying to buy products that target those areas. But I believe that this is also a primer. At least that's what I thought. It may be a moisturizer though, but I thought it was a primer as well. So let's just see how this. Oop. Yeah, this is definitely a moisturizer. I don't know, it smells weird. It smells like a mixture of glue and I don't know. I don't like the way it smells. But anyway, I don't know. I'm gonna give that a try. I also picked up the Iman Volume Mascara, and I am wearing it today. I do like the way it lengthened and gave my eyelashes some volume. I picked this one. She actually has two mascaras in her line, but I picked this one because I love the shape of the mascara wand. I like that little curve. I think it does, and I like the fact that it's sturdy too. The wand is very sturdy, so it's not flimsy. It really pulls through my stubborn eyelashes, because I have very wild, stubborn eyelashes. So I enjoyed using this mascara today. I also purchased the foundation stick in the shade Clay number 4, no, Earth number 4. I'm hoping this is my shade. You know, when you purchase things from the drugstore, you can't really try it out. So I'm hoping that this is my shade. It looks like it. Yeah, it really looks like it's going to be a good match for me. So I will be trying this out and reviewing it for you guys soon. In addition to the foundation, I did get her little contour trio. It's called the Iman Luxury Contour Trio. The one that I purchased from Fashion Fair is a cream product, and this one is powder. And this is what it looks like. And this is what the packaging looks like. I will say that I tried to use this highlighter underneath my eyes and it absolutely did not work. So these are the 3 colors on my fingers. And let me go ahead and swatch them for you. See, I knew that this shade was a highlight shade, but I was thinking that I would have been able to use this lighter shade, you know, to set my under eye concealer, but no ma'am. No ma'am, it did not work. But the contour shade, I absolutely love it. I used it to contour my nose. I absolutely love it. It's a very good contour powder. But as you can see, this shade here, I don't know if my camera is picking it up, but it's a true gold shade. It reminds me of the Champagne Gold by ColourPop, as well as the one by NARS, the white one. What's it called? I can't remember. I'll list it below, but it's definitely a dupe for that as well. And this highlight shade has more of a coppery, bronzy tone to it. So that's what that looks like. The eyebrow pencil, I haven't tried it yet, but this is in the shade Blackest Brown. Yeah, Blackest Brown. I can't wait to give this a try. The final item that I purchased from the Iman collection is this sheer finish bronzing powder. Now I figured I would be able to use this as a blush as opposed to a bronzing powder, but yeah, these bronzing powders are becoming really popular, meaning that, you know, they have several different tones in them. It's not just a bronzer that has one shade. It has, you know, 3 shades. So can't wait to give this a try. So my camera stopped and I don't know where I left off, but I was showing you guys that I purchased this eyeshadow primer from Black Radiance, and then the last item that I purchased is this Eye Appeal Kajal eyeliner from Black Radiance, and when I saw this, I had to buy it. It is definitely a dupe for the Couture Kajal liner by YSL. And so when I saw this, I was like, oh my goodness, if this is a dupe for the Yves Saint Laurent Kajal eyeliner, then I have to tell the world, because this thing, I believe, is I believe it's like $40 or so for this. Now I happen to get it in a perfume set, so I got a really good deal, but this is very expensive, and this is definitely a dupe for it. Okay, it's definitely a dupe. Now I will say this, I used this to tightline today, and as soon as I blinked it was all under here. Okay, so this one runs really bad, so I need to figure out if I can set it with a black eyeshadow or something to prevent it from, you know, smudging and running so badly. Having said that though, this one runs too. Not as bad as this one but this one smudges a little bit too. But anyway, this is definitely a dupe for this one. I just have to figure out if I can stop it from running and smudging by setting it either with a translucent powder or a black eyeshadow. So okay, I believe that is it. Those are all of the items that I purchased from Black owned cosmetic lines. However, I will be trying out some products from some other black owned cosmetic lines and coming to you guys with my thoughts about them, as well as some looks. I am going to film a look using these products and post that this week. These items aside, I do have another haul for you guys that I will be posting probably on Friday or Saturday. Some items that I purchased throughout the month of June. I do have some eyeshadow palettes that I want to show you guys that, you know, that I purchased a long time ago when they were first released, but I got so busy I didn't get a chance to record them and review them for you guys, but I'm still going to haul them. I'm still going to review them. I'm still going to create looks for them because they're still available. So anyway, that's all I have for now. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I really hope you can appreciate this type of video. Like I said, it is a different type of haul. I love beauty products, period. I am a product junkie, and I admit it. And I buy products from, you know, all brands. However, for some reason I was excluding, you know, products from black owned cosmetic lines, and as a black woman I just did not feel right about that. So I am making that right, and I am going to make sure that I start supporting black owned cosmetic lines more from this day forward. So anyway, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to ask me any questions about anything that you've seen on this video, and I will do my best to respond as soon as I can. So thanks again, and as always, remember that you are fearfully and wonderfully made by God, and He loves you. And I'll see you in the next video.